Well, Billy, we've had about 8 hours to think about this.
A long 8 hours, Bobby.
All right, tell me, has your mind changed at all from what we said last night?
I still have the same opinions, man. I mean, it's still the way I see it, man. We still got a long way to go over there, man. We still got to get some depth, some backups, because that's where we're getting killed when the backups come in. We're not getting that same production.
Well, it's like Rico said the other day. We're missing those 10 to 11 play guys that can come in and fill in without that much of a drop off.
Yeah, I mean, and the guys did a good job. They did, enough to compete last night. I'm not going to say they did enough to win the ball game, because, we had a lot of mistakes that put us in bad situations, referees, kind of some bad calls at sometimes. And, it's hard to play the refs and the team that we're playing against, especially when it's some simpler calls like, the targeting. And, of course, how I feel about the targeting,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that they kick the kid out the game. It's not like they're intentionally trying to hurt somebody.
It's way too punitive. Way too punitive.
They got to go back and change that a little bit.
I agree.
Because the kid, they don't deserve to be kicked out. I understand if that was way after the play or something like that, where it looks like it's really
malicious.
Intentional. Yes.
Yeah.
But that right there's no other way he could tackle that guy, especially to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah. 5 years ago, that's just a good bang bang play.
Yeah. And I know, I understand they're trying to clean the game up, but that's not the way to do it. That hit there is not going to stop concussions. That's not going to solve that problem. You got to understand that that's the only way that you can tackle. And then the personal foul thing, where the kid just helps himself up and kind of push the quarterback down.
That probably upset me more than any play call or anything in the game, because how else do you get up, Billy? How do you get up?
I guess they want you to roll over.
I guess so.
And then get up, He got up the quickest way that he could get up. And that's by just that's anybody. I would love for one of the referees to go lay on the quarterback.
Yeah.
And
they
try
scored
to get
on that drive.
Oh, they did. I mean, that would have been fourth down.
Absolutely.
So, that was a big play right there. That could have been another opportunity for the offense to score points, I'm not saying they would, but that was an opportunity. That took an opportunity away from the offense.
Well, let's talk about what everybody's talking about this morning. The face mask. Tell me what you think. I know what you said last night. I didn't like the look. I don't like it. And we were talking in the car coming over. My Pee Wee coach did a lot worse than that, but it wasn't on national television.
No.
How do you think this is going to affect the team and possibly the recruiting going forward? Do you think it'll have any effect at all, or do you think it'll blow over in a couple of days?
I mean, I said it'll blow over, Bobby, but, my opinion of it is, it wasn't the right time to do it. I understand the frustration. The kid made a big mistake. I understand that. It happens. But, I know at the time of the game it was crucial. But, we're talking about a head coach in the spotlight like that. You got to keep your cool. You expect for your kids to keep your cool. You got to keep your cool, too. I mean, everybody is not going to react the way Guarantano reacted when he grabbed the face mask. There's some guys that don't appreciate that. That's disrespectful. And I understand, because I've had it done to me. Growing up playing football, my coaches got in my butt all the time. They did it the only way they knew how to do it. They were drill sergeants. That's just how they coach. But that wasn't the right time to do that, though. Because I guarantee if that would have been, let's say Tua did that same thing and he come off the sideline, he wouldn't have grabbed his face mask like that, And I know that right now, Guarantano is the punching bag right now, man. He is, everybody right now is anti-Guarantano.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for the kid, I know no one understands it more than Guarantano understands. He has feelings too, He's the quarterback, He's the kid that, everybody has their opinion of what they think everybody thinks about that kid. But I guarantee you, those kids on that team still respect him, though.
Yeah.
But for them to try to drag him under the bus like that, because it's going to happen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody is going to blame it on him if we are 4-8 this year.
Yeah.
And it goes way past that. It's way deeper than that.
Way past the quarterback. What's the old saying? The quarterback gets too much credit and way too much blame.
All the time.
You look at that play, Billy, and I just saw it here. We're at Tap House, and we've got TVs everywhere. But that offensive lineman, he was backed up into Guarantano, and that defensive tackle was right up in him, and he basically, the ball was coming out. I think it hit that defensive tackle as he was trying to reach it over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he probably should have just, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it was the offensive line just got their tail whipped?
After looking at it, I'm going to just say it was miscommunication. Based off what I saw, you saw two different plays in that one play. You saw a block as if they was going to be running the ball to the left, because Trey Smith, he did pull out, and then I saw the guard kind of cut the offside tackles off. So typically that is a run block formation in a sense. So if there was a communication issue, if Guarantano did change the play to quarterback sneak, it wasn't his fault then.
Yeah.
Because that's what's, if he said check to this, our offensive linemen need to check to it too and block for quarterback sneak.
I think another thing they were saying is he wasn't taking enough time or something like that. You heard the press conference. What all did Pruitt say about this in the press conference that you heard?
No, basically all he said was, we was rushing. Down there, they did do quarterback sneak twice. They ran the ball once. And then last time, like he said, it was a miscommunication,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what was the miscommunication is. Did they call the play as a run and Guarantano checked to it, or vice versa? I don't know. He didn't tell us what he called. He just said it was a miscommunication. He did say he blamed on the coaches, because that's what he has to do. He did take the blame off of Guarantano. But at the time that it happened, he didn't, because his reaction was a reaction, and you can never take that back.
Yeah.
And that's just part of it. He know what he did. They know how to correct that. It's that game's over. They'll learn from those mistakes.
All right, last night you gave the offensive line a letter grade of F. Are you still sticking with F?
Nah, I'm gonna be. I was just like, I was like Pruitt last night on jerking Guarantano's face mask, man. Those kids, they blocked pretty good, man. I'm not gonna say that they dominated, but they did pretty good. They did a little bit better than I thought. Yes, they did get beat up a little bit, but they played against a great defensive line.
Yeah.
They did good enough to make some plays, gave them enough time to do things, but I still say the play calling was still off a little bit. There's still some opportunities that was left out there on the field. I'm gonna probably just give them a grade of I'm gonna say B-.
Okay. Well, you look at the running back, and that's really how you have to look at the production of the offensive line. Najee Harris had 5 more yards on 4 more carries than Tim Jordan. So we were getting some yards. Not the best running game we've ever had, but yeah, I would probably put them at a high C, low B, just from what I saw. But I'm looking at it from a fan. I don't have the experience of being in the huddle like you do. But moving forward, we got the Coots. You know what a Gamecock is, Billy? Billy.
I don't know, Bobby. What is it, man?
It's a freaking chicken, man. You showed me something a minute ago. We're favored by 1 point.
Yeah, we're
That's early. That'll change by Wednesday.
it will.
But Billy, I put all my money on Tennessee to cover. We covered. So now next week, I'm gonna have about $8 to play with. How did you do this weekend on your bet now?
I did okay. I went 2-1. Went 2-1, so I'm okay. I mean, I got some.
This guy's betting on tennis. He's betting on backgammon. He's betting on what else? You betting on? Man,
I'm on everything. Hockey, baseball. Heck, I think I saw something. I think I saw badminton in there.
Well, we're gonna get on out of here. We're gonna maybe chop something up in the locker room where we can say things a little bit more freely. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. Billy, let me tell you something about the Gamecocks. I think we're going to beat them by 7. I promise you that.
Hey, I believe it. Yes, sir.